Bukowski. Phelps. Back again. Earl, Phelps. A shooting at the 111 Club. 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
I like you.
The canary says
People say I have no
stay,
taste, but I like
but only
you.
if I guarantee you walk.
God damn it. They can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good. Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
You don't want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to that desk.
You got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
The coroner says it's going to take at least a week for the
I'm busy now. Can I ignore you some other time?
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
It's about time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
Where'd you learn how to drive?
Homicide guys are already inside.
Bukowski. Phelps. Back again. We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message. I've seen it all.
When you're
ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Hey, happy weekend. Actually, this would be the perfect game for you.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click?
I know. It makes sense. How's your weekend going? It's barely started, I guess.
Neat trick. Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Neat indeed.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Blue room, huh? Oh wait, blue room had somebody. Oh, you can see here. Puncture the tickets, huh?
Kept his stash close at hand.
Detective stuff, yep. There's a, like, it's not the current story, there's a powerful drug dealing for army morphine going on. So we're trying to figure it out case by case. Like the older case is related somehow. We don't know that yet. I know that, but we don't know it as a character. I'm detecting hard. No? Nothing goes through my watchful eyes without me knowing. Wait, not this one. Yep, he's dead.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
It's drip or drown, and I'd rather drown. Sure. Nothing up. Nothing else on this guy. Too bad.
Dozen packs to a carton, 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Guns. Yep, those are guns.
These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
So, according to the story, there was a huge robbery in some army shipments. And a huge amount.
Find anything interesting?
What is it? I don't know. fight both of you.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
She's hiding something.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you?
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
The butler did it.
This how you usually solve a crime?
Don't
This
give
how
this.
you usually solve a crime?
Don't give this, Suma.
Tell us
This is the
about Eddie.
95th.
Eddie didn't know
I'll
a
whoop
thing
your
about
ass.
running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Wait, what did he say? I forgot. I'm joking around.
Where do you think you got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Mm-hmm.
Never the
Exactly.
same,
The stare down. The good old LAPD stare down. Anything else? I'll check the book first. Let's see what to do is start to look at. I wasn't paying much attention. Morphine shooting found in the hand is shooting with 10. Admit one for the Blue Jays glove. Back for bug shipping. And the rifles. And US Army stuff. Alright. 3 days a boss. But it's LA, you know. People are cold. Colder than you think. Oh shit, I never visited here.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Poor guy. Poor guy. Nothing on him. No, don't. Interesting. So it's a huge bloodbath. What's in the safe?
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
So it looks like a turf war. Somebody interfered in somebody else's business, I guess. He is definitely tampering with the evidence. But you know, he's the main character. The main character has to have a main character syndrome, right? No gloves, looking like a hotshot. This place is huge. Let me just use your intuition. Do I have intuition? Oh no, I don't have intuition. Ooh, that's tough. I need to do some side missions. That is on the way.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Back to the station. We need to speak to someone on the robbery detail.
Alright.
Excuse me, officer. I want to speak.
Got friends who work at the examiner. About $5 for the exclusive.
Exactly. They don't even look very bright, just the top. The
How
higher
well did you
you
know
are
the
in
owner?
Goldrick? Well enough.
better you
It
have.
was in
Christ alive, this is a nightmare!
And a driver headphone.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
I hope you got some money saved up. Kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
That was a tax-paying citizen. You just bounced off the fucking hood, Phelps.
I was trying to say. Yes, Rockstar did make this. It's a classic Rockstar games. It's set in the 1950s. The game is actually from 2013 or 2010, I think.
What's going on? That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is L.A.'s most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. You could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir,
I
do
think
you
you
know
would
which
enjoy
robbery
this one.
detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
I didn't want to arrest the kid. So I gave him the stuff.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said,
Oh,
"What's
way
there,
late in the game. It's not even the start. Like somewhere in the middle, I think.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Mouthpiece
So,
with
how do we
strips
connect
off
the
makes a grand
docks
jury case
robbery
got
to the
thrown
mess
out.
at the 111
Now the DA
Club?
wants my head.
But what did he?
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of L.A.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sap.
So the morphine was ship manifestation, medical pouch. What am I looking for again?
Let's catch up soon, Cole. Now I gotta get back to work.
Any ideas?
Take a look at the manifest and see if we have a match.
Match for what?
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
What am I supposed to look? I forgot to see the clues.
Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But Goldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out. McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this. Advice?
All these junkies seem to get a free pass to the Blue Room. How about we pay a visit?
I want to make homicide. You know you made
Wait a minute.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Oh yes, it is. I think you should play it. Is there another side to this? No.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Oh, Thomas and what was it? And Albert and Jack and Christopher. Alright. I'll make a note. Now this club that we're gonna visit has come up in the case before, but it wasn't important then. I think we might finally tie it to something this time. Maybe? If you are gonna play it, stream it.
I don't go into letting gangster talk scot-free.
I'm still thinking the butler did. Where is it? The blue one. How far is it? Not so far.
So, half your old lackeys were on that boat, the late Mr. Goldrick included.
They weren't my lackeys.
Subordinates then, whatever you want to call them.
There were a lot of people on that boat.
Maybe you're behind this whole thing, Phelps. Wouldn't that be a master stroke? Hey, cut me in early and we'll ride this one into the sunset.
Sounds like you've got the case all sewn up, Roy. We should call it a day and go home.
And miss out on the Blue Room? I couldn't do that to you.
I do drive like a Californian. So.
There's the guy. I hear he's an honest man. That cherry pie was delicious.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies, Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see to this?
Wait, the blue room is the actual thing?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Calm and conniving.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
God damn it.
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
No.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's a straight up no, bro.
I don't believe you. You knew these men.
And how would you like to prove that, detective? You're out of your depths here, detective, and you're asking the wrong questions of the wrong people. Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Oh, we're tailing her. All detectives. historically. So do you mean it was there but it's not now? I mean it doesn't exist now. Or did it have some drugs and gang related stuff in the real life and this is a historical clip?
Risk losing the trail. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
She's about to get murdered, I'm sure of it. Interesting.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
I thought it was
Goddamn
ethical.
Harry thinks he could get fresh
Mr. Cohen's table is this way.
No, I thought it was unethical
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get
to
fresh
go
whenever
balls
he pleases.
deep on a prime suspect.
Chicken come with fried tomatoes?
LAPD, we have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it will be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy, or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
He's pissed.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, he definitely knows something about that.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
It's an emergency.
Then the louse calls and says he's going to marry an English.
Gang. That's right. I actually did once. That was delicious.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3. All units, further on the shooting at 1384 North Bronson. 116 Adam reports the suspect is on the roof of the J.W. Robinson building. All units approach with caution.
Whoops.
Units 49 William, 15 Adam, go to 1370 Gordon Street. Establish a perimeter and stand by for further. Any other units to respond. Code
The horn
3
makes it
identified.
worth it.
Unit 19 Adam, meet the officer at 5900 Fountain Avenue.
LAPD, drop the gun now!
Move, I'm right. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
And just like that. With a revolver. I think it's the same guns, right? as from the stolen shipments.
It's one of the BARs.
Yep, that's it. Nothing in it. They don't call me trigger happy for no reason. Out in the streets, the mean streets of LA. Nothing else. It's probably what is going on.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Oh, was the hit from the guy we just talked to? Anything else? No. That's it. Yeah, I think that's the guy at the dinner.
I know that
Like,
guy.
not the guy himself, but I think he ordered it.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Exactly, yeah. I think he ordered it, the shooting this time. So his name was on the manifesto, right? I
You
think
hear
he lied
anything
about
about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Here's the thing.
I don't believe you, Felix. I've got gunmen blasting away at innocent citizens. This is getting out of hand. Is there something you want to tell me?
I appreciate you calling me a liar, Detective. You want to prove that I was involved?
Your name was on the manifesto, was it not?
I'll let it slide this time. For old time's sake.
God damn.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Was definitely lying.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters. You think I'd be dumb enough to get involved with people like that?
God damn it.
No way.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
That interrogation was so wrong. So you did miss a lot. So this how this story works is there are a bunch of flashbacks. Like between the cases. Here's the thing, you miss a lot, but even I don't have a complete understanding of the story.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks for your help.
This is definitely a soap opera.
I want to make homicide. You know
They say it's silent, but they give me the New York Mafia vibes. This whole time.
I got friends who work at the Examiner. How about $5 for that week?
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
It won't work. He's a tough customer.
In the nation's capital, railroad officials, screenwriters, and
That's the thing, I've promoted
Hollywood as she goes
2
aboard
times
the George Washington on the first motion picture premiere on rail.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle identify code 2.
Where is this? Oh man. I'm where am I? Where's the player? I don't see it. Oh, I'm here. Not so far away.
And then when the dishes have been cleared away and the shades drawn, the car is readily converted into a motion picture theater with seats for 50 persons.
The thing is, it's a cool space. His story. Most of the cases don't have relation to this stuff. But sometimes the cases like the serial killer case, they develop over time. Over multiple cases.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
He's cool as a cucumber.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in L.A. trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Oh, that was great. Nice. Brother is feeling a little cheeky.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's the truth.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
It's Jordan 2. Jordan 4. So far.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Huh. He's sincere about it, I think.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
Nice, wonderful.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Yeah, he's lying.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Nice.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Every one of his
Another name from
members
the manifest?
From the Marine. Yes, from his group. This is the plot thickens. The plot is thickening. So you tune in at the perfect time, I guess.
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
They just walked up and shot the man.
The classic cause.
2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
After you get all the pieces back. From police chairs to the training.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Don't too fast. Get in close and steer him off the tar. Don't too fast. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. No good. You need to get closer.
Whoa, whoa.
Open fire!
So here's the thing. In one of the cutscenes, like a flashback, I think, they showed a deal going down between the Marine Corps and the Mafia. The guy with the dinner table. It went bad. They tried to back out of a deal of selling the morphines, but the mob didn't want them to back out. Right? They said they would be in trouble if they back out. So I think this is the trouble they're talking about. That's the story so far, I think.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Port Authority.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the
Interesting.
names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
John again, Michael just couldn't avoid Jim Bethel. Who are these guys? I forgot. It is.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
So see, the backstory comes like this through the newspapers.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore,
Oh
who has
my
abandoned his
gosh.
pledge to the LAPD, and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer?
Holy shit. My own partner with the crook. I knew he was crooked because in part 2 there was something off about it. But I didn't know it was this. The same gun. I can't check this body, alright.
Help me out.
The post office, Cole, and be quick about it.
What's in the post office again? Wait, why are we going to the post office? I need to get the ID before. Alright, I think I'll figure that out. Trust no one, exactly. Like crooked cops, classic crooked cops. Trust no one
Taking
except
out all the
Uncle
guys
Sam.
from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Come on, boy.
Stay down.
You fucking go!
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. It was worth a try.
Quick, search them, and let's get the hell out of here before we get dragged into the paperwork.
Dragging. That's code.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
So the polar
Most
bear
people never
ice
get the
company.
chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
So the polar bear ice company was from the case before this one, like a couple of cases before, I think. They were involved in shipping morphines into ice blocks and selling them to different areas. It's like the loose ends are getting tied up now, you know? In this case, like who has the morphine, what is happening to the morphine, it's getting tied up. Nothing here. Nothing on it.
What now?
Your other dead war buddy. You check his pockets too?
Where's the other war buddy? Oh, he's here. I didn't see it.
like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Who's Sheldon? I haven't seen those for me.
Juski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why do they get wrapped up in this thing?
Sheldon, Courtney Sheldon. Oh,
Not everyone
right.
has your
This guy.
unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
So I think the cases, this whole arc is coming to a close, little by little.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no trouble.
This is where I'm going.
So what next?
We need to get to Grauman's before all these guys get whacked.
Grauman's.
And the president's dimes in the Missouri bottle. Ms. Truman later made an appeal for
Right.
contributions to the Infantile Paralysis Fund drive.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
That never happened. Tax write-off from the government. They'll pay for it. Uh-oh.
Getting close and steer him off the tar. Can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Getting close. Steer him off the tar.
Yeah. Tough job.
It's no good. We need to get closer. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. I can't take the shot from here, Cole. LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Should first get evidence letters. Now asking question is out of the picture now.
What do you think?
If we can get them all in the alleyway, we wrap the whole case.
Sorry. What did I do? Alright, patience. Where's the meeting place? Courtney Sheldon, Mickey Cohen, and associates. Well, I'm going there, I guess.
Oh, I wish I could afford that.
How far is it? That's right here. bad, not too bad. Dad. Hey. So this is our
Light them up. All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
On the roof, Cole, nail him! Stay down. Keep moving, I'll cover you. Stay in cover.
motherfucker shot my hat. How dare you.
You're covered, Phelps. They're making a run for it after them. Stay in cover. I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that hill.
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Finally the man of the hour. He came out of himself. Yes, I'm a detective. The roast on the pipe.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm that close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
I think he's a bit of a gangster, but he treats me nice. I recognize that guy from the papers. He's a cop.
You're an interview too, Phelps.
There's a quack in there with him. What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was okay.
Oh, interview 2 is here.
Are we going to the Nocambo this Friday?
Where the fuck is the interview 2? Interview room 2 here. I got promoted so fast I didn't even know the layout. I'm just okay.
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation.
Isn't there anything else you can do?
I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Is this a picture of your car?
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
You can't expect me to tell you blind lie, can you?
Jack isn't scared of you, Phelps. None of us were. We just followed your orders.
God.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
That is true.
How do you think this is going to play out, Courtney? It's either going to be you or Jack.
What's this got to do with Jack? Jack would never be involved in anything like this.
But you would.
He has already denied any wrongdoing. Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were. You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
This is the first time
Marie,
you're saying the
listen,
word.
Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Technically, we don't know what happened in the room, right? Arson. Oh, so that's how I get demoted to arson. Interesting.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
That part may get interesting. Where the hell am I? Let me see. I knew it. I knew that this is the Hollywood. And this Wilshire. And this Central. Yeah. This is where I started. I think. If I can remember.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
I don't need this.
Remember that dead lady they found under the train? That guy Phelps is his name. He solved the case. He
Oh,
booked
no,
some
sorry.
barfly for the murder.
Yes. How far is it? I was right by it. Alright, I hope I didn't kill someone on the way.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? I'll look somewhere else.
Oh.
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station, chest puffed out, little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Unit to handle code 2.
Where is it? Oh, where? Oh no, this way too far. Fuck it. Single somewhere. God damn it, Single Street.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home with this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed a gun at me.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Remember the dead lady they found under the train? Solved the case. Booked some marfly.
Wait, who serviced you? 95919. Matthew Ryan. Alright. Matthew Ryan. Let's do the clues. The nice stuff there. It's a dollar. Leaving the car from now, exactly. Tough, huh? Whoa, what's this?
Nothing significant.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Principles of color and flavor mixing.
He's the dirty cop from the newspaper.
haven't given me anything to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the cop who shot the guy that was pretending to be dead?
Oh, it's the same one. My bad. Nothing here.
I'm at a loss. Talk to the family. See what you can get from it.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Stevens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stevens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Have easy lines or easy telling the truth. You'll be the judge in this one. Look at this face. Like that's how the mechanic works. You have to look at their face. And you have to decide if they're lying. Do you have doubt or right in are they telling the truth?
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Interesting. Look at them, all serious and all.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
No, I doubt it.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. Now, my house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Stevens.
All right.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Now here's the thing. The trophies you won, I think it's a fake. That's what my gut is. The Flyers, they just won something out of nowhere. Right. And I'm willing to bet if you go to the news with them, they'll say the same thing, that they won a trophy somewhere.
Heavens!
Phelps, badge 1247.
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Interesting.
You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
I'm willing to bet that travel agency gives out the location of the people who are away from their home when they want something and their house is set on fire. That's my theory so far. How do you think?
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
The big extinguisher is behind all this, increasing the demand of the houses. Interesting.
You like to leave your mark, don't you?
I didn't see the light bulb. House. It's all rules.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one?
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Don't buy a heater, happy.
Mal. You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater?
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case, man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
I bet the heater was maintained by the same guy, the Ryan guy. Where's the heater? There it is.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor, Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away.
I
They
knew
won a
it.
trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
I knew it.
Been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
There he
Hurry,
is.
you can still catch him.
The arson couldn't stay away from the scene of his crime.
Stop! LAPD!
See,
We got an ID on the fire bus. Stop right there!
He likes fire 6.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
There are house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Got it. But I'm not done with the clues yet. Hold on.
and I thought this was such a nice area.
I wasn't done with the investigation. Isn't that the same book? Yeah.
Not everything here is going to be ruined.
What a coincidence. I love a coincidence, huh? And the burn clock has nothing. Wait, the burn clock may tell the time of the day. Let me see that. No? Not going to tell me the time of the day, huh? What is 5? What is something? He lights fires. That's okay. This is a fine list. And we're just getting in each other's way. Alright.
What do you think?
It's gotta be worth checking out the agent that issued those tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Did your parents ever ask you to run away from home?
We go to Washington now. National news from American Century Broadcasting.
What the hell is that gas? No? Hold on. Where's the insta thing? It can't just be the... God damn it. I thought the name came up again. The Ryan guy who fixed the heater in the before one. The last part.
For 4 years, the brave men of our United States Armed Forces fought gallantly on...
That's the thing, we don't have enough proof that this
to secure our freedom.
traveling thing is connected to the target. Could just be a coincidence. According to the story.
I'm here today to offer you every peacetime soldier's wildest dream. Without new house and land packages, your shining knight can rule his very own kingdom on a half-acre block right here in the heart of Los Angeles. These are modern, elegant houses, priced competitively, and just the right size to fit for a family like yours. So make the call on Bradshaw 2250.
Any Century Unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identified.
And where is that? Sometimes I have to just to see what normal people lives like, following the rules and stuff. Sometimes I don't have the patience. Man, the advertisement is something else.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Catalina,
Here they are. Steffens.
everybody who is going to the
The
Catalina
Sawyer
Island.
family. Rosewood Avenue. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of L.A.
Alright, let's remember to back.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes?
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Huh.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
I knew it.
Thanks for your help. No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
All right. Let's scope this suburban outfit.
Now you're talking. Trailing missions. I asked about trailing missions. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. I hate trailing missions. Especially the walking ones. I absolutely hate it. Worst things in any video.
Let me guess. You want to check out the suburban address?
Great partners must think alike.
Okay, hello. Hey, come on, I'm walking. Really? Like I own a BMW. Lanes? What lanes? They are just...
If you use the siren, maybe those metal things in front of you called cars will know you're in a hurry.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253.
How far is it? Oh.
Main Street, units to handle code 2, identify.
I'm just gonna increase the power. Oops. It's there.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
I'll be honest, I was having the chat on the That's just me.
I was kind of attached to the paint job, Cole.
I know.
Whoops.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Quality is an American trait, and Americans recognize quality whether they're in New York, Milwaukee,
See, I may be a police officer, but I'm a menace to society.
The same goes for quality beer. Take Linux beer, for example, perfect for quitting time. Or any time. Linux beer is a cool breeze in the heart. During hot summer days, it's the welcome relief you deserve. Its high quality taste quenches your thirst, and you can get that cool breeze all year round. That's because the world recognizes good taste. It's the best-selling beer in all 48 United States. Linux, America's finest beer.
Unless the radio is good. The pole did it again. Exactly.
We came as soon as we could.
You watched the Ham and Galahad fight?
No, we didn't.
That was. Anyway, that's the cop who caught the guy.
We definitely didn't come as soon as we could.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
No, that's good. No.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Oh, oh man.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Keep talking. Someday you'll
Help
say
me out.
something intelligent.
There's no more for us here. Let's go check out InstaHeat.
Joe?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman?
How far is it? I'm not good before. I can make it without killing anybody. Right?
The guy's a freak. Loves fires.
Whoops.
He's the kind of guy that you'd like for a lot of things. We don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Man driving is it's fine.
Hey!
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Why is the word abbreviation so long? Yeah, that's the creep. Walk out on his wife.
So what next?
Talk to the guy in charge. See what he says.
Did you read about the Tarleton case in the paper? That's the detective who solved it. Those poor
New and
kids
improved
losing
model.
everything like that.
They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
Hey, fuck you.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this?
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. The housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Slow down. Will you look at this clown?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
What was that?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Barley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Look, your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Incidental.
Nothing else, huh?
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Ooh.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Original.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
What was his name? Original Varley.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know?
Did you read about the Tarleton case?
Excuse me?
North America. Louis Armstrong.
Ooh, I've got it.
Varley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
One on him here. Next time, you're mine.
क्या कैमरा है मैं बना कर this one. Yep, that's what it's choosing.
on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
God damn it. I pulled the trigger. I was just supposed to punch that.
LAPD,
Oh, that's why. Oh, good. Bye-bye.
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
Stop or I will shoot.
Bye-bye.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is
arson. You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Check local publications for times of your favorite.
Next guy on the list, Phelps. Come on.
KZI Radio presents national news from Washington.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
His locker is right next to yours. Give it up.
Okay, so I know Ryan.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said...
Son of a bitch.
Look at GI's backyard is crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van. He's in a company van and he's losing us, Cole. Some partner I got.
Look at GI's backyard is crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van. He's in a company van and he's losing us, Cole. Some partner I got.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear it coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
Jesus, what's he doing?
Tramp! Oh, Jesus!
Put your hands in the air!
Why did you run?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
You're behind the wheel.
Capitol Records presents Marcia Tilton.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side?
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Goddamn captain's making me resubmit the paperwork.
That's the creep. Walked out on his wife.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
You expect me to believe that, Ryan? I can do it myself.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Let's change the subject. You ever visit Catalina Island?
I went there for my honeymoon.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Last chance, Ryan. You level with me or I'm sending you to the DA. A conviction for sedition and murder will do wonders for his re-election campaign.
Nice try. But I got nothing to lose.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
I was married by a judge. Could ask for a jury.
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Hey, fuck you. I don't want no part of it. Captain finds out, we're dead.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
I'd say all's fair in love and war.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Why are you lying to me, Barley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire, huh?
Sorry. My mistake.
You're saying I'm some kind of psycho for hire? It's not true.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Mouthpiece sort of strips off me at the grand jury. Case is thrown out, now the DA wants my head.
This guy was willing to rat his own mother after I fled him. You think the Vice Boys get any on this side?
That's the creep. Walked out on his wife. If you look at this
What now?
town,
Let's lay a charge at one of these guys and put this to bed.
Buzz off. Your face is starting to annoy me.
I don't need this?
Those Vice Boys get any on the side? bum took a swipe at me. Put him down in my sack.
Reginald Barley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home. How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
God damn it. That's all, folks.